I'm coming!
There are some who call me Tim.
Somehow Palpatine returned.
Shall we play a game?
Can you dig it?
Hey everybody, Tim Norris here. You know me as the Grey Elephant, and today we're going to be playing Fate of the Fellowship over on Board Game Arena. This is one of my most highly anticipated games of 2025, and it is my pleasure to be able to play this digitally before the physical copy actually comes out. It's only going to be available for a limited time, so this is a real treat. So instead of me trying to explain to you ahead of time all the rules of the game, we're going to learn as we play. Some of the things I'm still learning myself a little bit. This is about my fourth game. I did read through the whole rulebook and I played it through several times, but every now and then something still surprises me. If you're familiar with the pandemic system, if you're familiar with World War Warcraft, the Clone Wars pandemic systems, this is going to be very intuitive for you, but it's Lord of the Rings. All right, so the goal is to be able to destroy the one ring. We have 4 objective cards up here. The last one is to basically just to destroy the ring. That one's right here. We need to have 5 rings to be able to do that. We need to be in Mordor at Mount Doom to be able to do it. These 3 others, we need to get to Rivendell, have 3 hearts to be able to actually complete this one with another ally in that location. This one, we need to actually turn Eisenard into a haven and make sure that there are no enemies in Rohan. This one here, we need to be in Ithilien with this troop. So we need 2 Rohirrian, 3 Gondorian, and 2 Elven troops in this location. And if we do, then we complete it. It's that simple, right? So you think. There's always more. It's always a little harder than what you think, though. This is the board, the map that we're going to be traveling in. These are our darkness spread cards, basically. This is how many darkness spread cards will be drawn. So right now we'll start at 2. This is our hope meter. If it ever goes down to the bottom, we do lose. If I want to turn off icons, I can turn them off so I can see the map a little bit better, but we're going to leave them on for now. Red troops are the bad guys. Any other color troop are allies of mine that I can collect and use to try to fight. Right now, we will start as Merry and Pippin, so we'll get 4 actions with them. But each time I take an action with any one of these 4 of the heroes, so we have Merry and Pippin, Arwen, Legolas, and Gandalf. I get 4 actions with each one of them. I always get at least 1 action with Frodo and Sam up here. The rules are a little bit different in solo than it is when you're playing with other players. So just note that can change depending on if you are playing with more players. All right, so right here, Merry and Pippin are up in this upper left-hand corner. And I will select them to be able to start with. So if we look at their card real quick, we wanted to, we could read through all this. As an action, we can just basically gain a loyalty token. We can also use these loyalty tokens to distract Nazgul or also give ourselves hope. So what we do want to do, let's go ahead and grab one of them loyalty tokens down. So you can only hold a total of 7 cards in your hand. Tokens are a way to try to still be able to use the abilities of cards without having to have cards. So it's a way of trying to pull cards out of your hands, but yet still keep their abilities because you can have an unlimited amount of tokens. So right now we do have that 2 loyalty tokens. Now what I can do is I can travel. Now the problem is anytime that Frodo and Sam travel, they have to either spend a green cloak or they're going to have to roll a search because the Eye of Sauron is in my location, and depending on how many Nazgul are there, that's how many dice I'd have to roll. So I'd have to roll 2 dice if I do not spin a cloak, if I do move them. So if I travel, I can choose any one of these destinations 1 spot away from where I'm currently located and move to that location. So let's just move up here real fast. Now, if I wanted to, I could take Frodo and Sam with me. I'm not. I'm going to leave them because remember, if I do move them, then I would have to either spin that green token or roll a search because Sauron, the Eye of Sauron, is in this general location. The locations are divided by these gray borders that you see here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, about 11 locations total. And if you look at my cards down here, each one of my locations are on the cards as well, and then there's abilities on them, and that's like the swords, the cloak, the ring, or the hearts, which I happen to just get 1 of each one. That's a pretty unique draw. All right, so let's if I wanted to, I could use a muster ability. Now, a muster ability means I'm going to summon more troops to my location. I don't want to do that with them. There's other characters that can muster better than Pippin and Merry, and I'd rather use those tokens for them. So let's travel again. Let's move down here. Now it's giving me the option to take this dwarven troop with me as I move from this location down to this location. I will do that, and we'll confirm that. So we're going to leave them both right there at the moment. Now we're going to travel one more time, and we'll go right back to the location we started with our 2 troops, and we're going to confirm that. Now, I can move with Frodo and Sam now if I like, or I can do a prepare action. And if I had a card that matched my location, which I don't, okay? So right now it's saying no cards in your region. So there's no cards that match my region. I could show my hand. It shows me, see, I have Athelion, I have Rundar, I have the Misty Mountains, and I have Hardowith. Unfortunately, there's none of them that actually have Irador in there, so I cannot actually do that. So we will cancel that. So if I want to, I can travel, and I will. So I'm going to travel down to here. I will take each one of these characters with me. I'm going to confirm that. Now what it's going to say, either I'm going to spend a card with a token or a token if I had an extra token, or I have to roll a search. If I roll this search, he's going to roll 2 dice, possibly locate me. If he does, I'm going to lose hope. Let's just spin that card. Let's show my hand. It's right here on the Misty Mountains, confirm, and now I don't have to roll for that search. But I was able to move collect all these allies and move down to this location here. Now that all my actions are done, I'm going to draw 2 cards. We're going to add those to our hands, so let's scroll down here. Ooh, we did actually get Rohan Lynn's horses. Select the location. Any character in that location may travel all together up to 3 times. You may not bring troops with you. You may not use any special paths. If Frodo travels this way, roll a search after each other travel actions. You cannot spend cloaks to prevent these searches. Ooh, that is bad. We definitely don't want that. Now that that's all done, we're going to draw 2 of the shadow cards. So let's draw 1. Now, if there's a red banner, we do the top of the card, which means troops are going to move. I like to think of the top of this card as Saruman, and I like to think of the bottom of the card as Sauron. Now, Sauron will not activate unless there is a black banner down at the bottom, which is not. We've actually moved several troops twice. So we're going to move troops again. It shows you the dotted lines where they're going to move. They're going to try to go towards my havens to try to take them over. If they do take over a haven, which are these yellow areas on the board, then I will lose 3 hopes. So we want to make sure that does not happen. All right. So once again, I get 1 action with Frodo and Sam, but we could also play as Eowyn. We will start with her, but let's take a look at her card. She's pretty badass in this game. She's a shield maiden if she musters, which means I bring troops to her aid. As long as she is on a spot with a horsey symbol on it, which is in Rohan, I get to muster for free, which means I don't have to spend 1 of those loyalty tokens. That's very awesome. And then also she can, whenever she's fighting, she can get rid of Nazgul in her area if I do roll that in combat, which we'll cover that when we get there, because she's, like I said, pretty badass. So we do want to muster with her. So let's bring in some troops because I can do that for free. We're going to muster again. We're going to muster 1 more time. And then we are going to travel up to this location here, and we're going to take all of them troops we brought with us. Confirm. Now, if I wanted to, I could move with Sam and Frodo again. Let's do that. And let's move right to this location here. We will take everybody with us again. Confirm that. I will spend a cloak again so that I do not have to roll to possibly be, I'd have to roll 2 dice because there's 2 ring rates here where the Eye of Sauron is, and we do not want him to be able to get us. So let's draw cards. 1 and 2. Okay, good. Nothing bad happened. We want to get out of this location here with Sam as fast as we can. We do not like the Eye of Sauron in our locations. That will be explained as to why here soon. So let's draw a Darkness Spread card. All right, so we have the black banner. That means we're going to do the bottom of the card, which means we're going to add a troop to Moria, and then we're going to deploy 3 Nazgul from Mordor to the Eye. So there's going to be 3 Nazgul that are going to fly up here to this location. Again, we do not like that. We do not like being with Sam and Frodo in a region with the Eye of Sauron with that many Nazgul. We need to get him out of there. Let's draw another card. Again, it's going to be kind of the same thing, but we're just going to select 2 Nazgul to go up to this location, which is going to be these final 2 right here. So 1, and we'll just pick you because actually, can I cancel that one? Yeah, let's move him down there. That's fine, because I actually want to head up here to Rivendell anyways. All right, Legolas. Let's take a look at his card real quick. Legolas says that he can gain a cloak token just as an action. That's awesome. Then he can spend these cloak tokens if he likes to be able to either move Nazgul or to defeat one of the shadow troops. A shadow troop is either, think of it as either an orc or a goblin or a wildling. It's anything negative bad that comes from Mordor. We do not like these things. All right, so let's see if we can prepare. There are no cards that match my region. Let's see if he's close to a region that where we can muster, prepare. Unfortunately, he is not. There are 2 here, which would be nice. So if I move to this location here, I would be able to use my prepare action. I have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards. I am going to need to spend cards like ASAP. So what I'm thinking is if we use that special card that we did draw to be able to move Legolas, we can move him over this location kind of quickly. And if we do, then maybe we can go ahead and prepare and spend these 2 cards. A prepare is basically you're going to take the card, you're going to discard it, but you're going to get that token. So in this case, I would discard this card here, but I would get that ring token instead. Once again, it's a way to cull cards out of your hand, so you never have to discard cards because your hand limit, once again, is 7, but tokens are unlimited. So it is a great way to make sure that you do not exceed that. But you have to be in that region to be able to prepare. So let's walk silently. Let's gain one of those tokens. Okay. And now let's do this. Let's use that ability. So Rohan lends horses. We're going to play an event. We're going to play this one. We're going to use it on Legolas. And now we are going to move him 1. We're going to move him 2. And then he can't go past here, remember, because it says you can't go past those locations. So we're going to end his travel. And now he still has, that is confirmed. We will in that event. Now he still has 3 actions. So we're going to travel again, but we're going to go across here, and we're going to have to spend that cloak token that we actually used to get as one of his actions. Because now we could spin the card if we wanted to, which, why not? Let's show our hand and use the card instead. Confirm, and we'll keep our token. And that's because it's right here in the middle between those 2 locations. It's saying to be able to just do this, you have to spin the cloak. So now we can do a prepare. So let's prepare. Let's show my hand. We can prepare this one, confirm, and then we can prepare again. Show my hand, and we'll prepare this one and confirm. So that gave me those tokens from them cards. So great job culling cards out of my hand to make sure I never exceed my card amounts. Now let's move Frodo out of here because we do not like the eye here. Now the good thing is I will not have to roll when I move him out of there because the Eye of Sauron is not there. So confirm, and then we are safe. So let's draw our 2 cards. There we go, perfect. And now let's draw our shadow cards. And again, that's a bottom, so that means it looks like here we are moving Nazgul again close to Frodo. So it's telling me to pick because there's Nazgul that are from equal distances away. Let's move this one, and then it'll just move 1 from there. There was not really an option with that. I mean, I could have moved 2 from here and left that one, but I'd rather free up this whole region here. All right, let's draw our next shadow card. And it is a bottom again, and that is deploying 3 from Mordor to the Eye. If when Mordor is empty, deploy the largest group 1 at a time. If the Eye is in Mordor, recall 3 to Mordor instead. So we want to keep that Eye away from Frodo and Sam as much as possible. All right, so we need to deploy 1 more to the Eye, which we'll do this one. And now they're all over there. That's pretty sweet, isn't it? Let's play as Gandalf. So we need, well, actually, we are going to be able to complete this first objective right now. We are going to travel up to here. And we will leave Sam and Frodo, but we will take, in fact, we won't even take them 2. We're going to leave those 2. We're going to confirm. And now, because we are in the location of Rivendell, so it says you must be in Rivendell, which we are, and you must spend 3 hearts, which we have, and we must be there with another ally. So it says, as an action, a character in Rivendell spends 3 hearts, while at least one of the characters present, which we are. So we're going to complete that objective. We will show hand, and we will spend cards first, boop, and then we'll spend 1 token, confirm. And now that is done. So now we completed 1 of our 3 objectives that are necessary for us in order to be able to complete our 4th one. So perfect. Now, if he wanted to, he can muster. Now, the cool part about Gandalf is that when he musters, where is it at? When Gandalf musters, add 2 troops to his location instead of 1. So you like to save your hearts for him. So let's muster, and let's spend a token, confirm. And we're going to get 2 elves now because of that. Now we're going to muster again. We're going to spend another token, and we're going to get 2 more elven troops. Now we're going to travel back down to where we came, if I can. It's not letting me for some reason, unfortunately. Let's cancel that. Oh, it's Sam and Frodo's turn. Duh. I've already used all my actions for Gandalf. That's why. So there is a Nazgul here. We don't want to move down here because there's a bunch of orcs. I could move over to here and spend a ring token. That would get me out of this region. Let's do that and move over to here. Let's not take those troops. Let's leave them there. So confirm travel. And I have to spend a ring because it's between those two locations. So let's spend our ring token, confirm. Okay. And that's it. So Sure Shot is an ability I always have available to me because of Legolas, as long as I have a cloak, which means I can pick off those shadow troops. But we're not going to do it. We're going to save them for now. So let's draw cards. Perfect. Up, Sky's darken. Okay. So this is just like your big thing in Pandemic or any of these other games that are this style where things are just happening all at once. It's going to increase your threat rates. It's going to add troops. It's going to take the discard pile and shuffle it back into the deck. So you guys know how this works, right? So this is a timing card. It's a timer thing. It means kind of like you're through your first part of your deck. This game's kind of about speed and being quick and trying to accomplish what you need to accomplish fast, because if I do run out of cards in my draw deck, that's all the cards I get. So if I don't have the cards I need to be able to accomplish my goals, my objectives, I will lose. All right, let's draw a shadow card. All right, we're going to be moving troops all along this path. So basically, they go from this snake location, and they just all move. There's a battle that's going to happen here. So he is going to roll 2 dice. And it looks like I will lose my guy, but he will lose both of his guys. If it rolls anything time you see red, that means he loses a troop. Anytime you see white, that means I'm going to lose a troop. So, all right, so let's draw another shadow card. And he's going to move troops again. And he's moving them from all the way from here. So Isengard is open now. That's a big deal, because if I can get troops there, I can capture Isengard as long as I have 3 of these sword icons. So we need to get more sword icons to be able to do that. So let's use our ability to get a heart. Can I travel? Or no, I'll prepare. No, I cannot. Let's travel with all of these. We're going to move down to here. We are going to take everybody with us. Okay, confirm. We are going to travel again. And we have this one and one more action. Now, if I go here, I can fight this group if I want to, as an option. I don't have to, but let's do it. Because we want to get rid of these shadow troops if we can, because we don't want them to be able to take over any of our strongholds. Now, if I want to, I can attack this big group of orcs that I just bumped into. Let's do it. Let's roll 3 dice. That's the most you can roll is 3. Okay. This is not a bad roll. I'll lose 1 and he's going to lose 1. So if there was a ring wraith in this region, I would have lost 2. There's not, though. So that's good. So don't re-roll. And he's going to lose 1 and I'm going to lose 1. I'm going to choose my dwarf to lose because I don't really need a dwarf for this right here. I need Rohirrian, Gondorian, and elves. All right. So I have Frodo and Sam. They have 1 action. They're right here in this location. Let's travel down to here, confirm, and they're on a haven now, which is good. So now let's draw our 2 cards. We're on the first side. The current player reveals up to 4 cards from the top of the player deck. They may optionally add 1 of them to their hand. They may not select a Sky's Darkened card. Return unselected cards to the top of the player deck in any order. But we'll hang on to that for a moment. Let's draw a shadow card. All right, we're moving the troops down here. And he is 1 space away from getting to that haven, which is not a big deal. I do have a troop there, so I believe he'll be able to handle him. Okay, let's draw our next one. And we are now doing the bottom part, which we are deploying Nazgul to the eye. Where is the eye at? The eye is down here because we did a battle in this location. So anytime you do a battle, the eye is going to transfer to that location. Let's play as Eowyn. Now, Eowyn, you still have 2 more Rohirrian troops that we can muster. Let's get those as our first 2 actions. Excuse me. Now, can she prepare? No. So let's cancel that. So we have 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 5 total cards counting our event. We cannot muster any more in this location because we have all the Rohirrian troops that we can hold. So basically, you muster the types of troops in the region that you're at. So in this case, she is in Rohan. She cannot muster any more troops there. Let's see. So there's a big group of these orcs here. I would love to take over Isengard, but I still need one more of these sword tokens in order to be able to actually do that. If I move, I'm kind of leaving myself vulnerable to this orc party to actually go onto this haven. I have 2 actions left. Let's just move here real quick. Confirm. We're just going to leave all the troops there. We're going to grab this troop here and move back with him. And now we have all our big army here. Confirm to be able to meet this army here if they do move into my location. But I do not want to move off my spot. I'm in a haven because if I leave that open, then they can move past me, take that haven, and I lose 3 hope. Not a good plan. All right, so let's see if they can prepare. No. They could muster while we're here, but they would only get 1 troop, remember? And we usually like to use Gandalf for that because he musters 2. So let's not do that. Let's just actually, I'm thinking we just end our turn. We don't even do anything with them. We'll just leave them right there in that haven. That's not a bad plan. Let's draw our 2 cards. Okay, not bad. Now let's see what the shadow cards do. All right, so we're going to be moving troops again, and it's going to, ooh, they're moving right past me through here. That's a big group of orcs. That's a problem. Legolas can shoot at them by using these cloaks if we wanted to take a couple out. There are 7 of them there, though. Look, they'd have to go 1, 2, 3, and then 4. They'd get to Rivendell and capture it. Let's draw the next shadow card. Oh, it's Sauron. It's add a shadow troop. Add 1 shadow troop to every shadow stronghold in Mordor. Ooh, that's a lot. Now, if I ever run out of shadow troops to be able to place, I lose 1 hope for each one I cannot place. That's not good. Let's play as Legolas. Let's grab our walk silently and gain another cloak. Now, if I wanted to, I could start playing these and picking off all of these guys. Or if I want to, I could pick off these guys. I do. Ooh, look at that. I do got my 3rd one right here. We could move right past this group and capture Isengard right now. And if I do, that would actually give me hope for doing that. Let's do this real quick. Let's do a sure shot. And let's remove from this group right here, I'm thinking. We will show my hand, and we'll spin from my hand because I'm going to have too many cards anyways. Confirm that. Now let's sure shot again. We're going to remove another one. Spend a token. Confirm. Let's do a... This is free, by the way. It's just a free ability of his. And we're going to take off another one. Confirm. Now they're down to 4 shadow troops in this location. We need to travel to Isengard. We're going to move down to here. Let's see. Let's take everybody with... no. Let's cancel that. Let's travel. And we are going to go down here. We are going to take 1, 2, 3, 4. Merry and Pippin. 5. And undo. Actually, yeah, I'll just take them all. Okay. Confirm travel. And now it's not going to do a battle here unless I did the attack. What I want to do now is travel up to Isengard. And we're going to leave Merry and Pippin this time. And we're going to take all our troops with us, though. Confirm. And now we're going to complete... well, we're not going to be able to complete it, but we are going to be able to capture. And to capture, we basically show my hand. As long as I have enough of these... I'd need 3 of these tokens here. I can now take over Isengard. Confirm. And I'm partially done with this second objective. Now what I have to do is kill this army down here to be able to do it. Frodo and Sam, we're just going to... can they prepare? Nope. So we're just going to end our turn and leave them in that haven. Confirm. Let's go down here. Let's draw our 2 cards. Okay, and now let's play our 2 shadow cards. All right, so we are moving troops again from here. Ooh, look at that. They're trying to get up there. Oof, that's not good. Okay, let's play another one. And moving troops again from this location, but there are none. Oh, there are 2, actually. Look at that. Oof, that's bad. Okay, let's play as Gandalf. All right, Gandalf, we need you to muster up some soldiers. So we are going to travel. There's only 1 elf, unfortunately, left, though. So if we go over here, I think that would still be an elf that we would muster. We need to be able to muster, well, either dwarfs or Gondor troops. Dang now. He can move 2 spots for 1 action, so that's good. But the problem is that he's not going to be able to muster the right type of troop for me. I wonder what high tokens. I wonder in the Misty Mountains what type of troop. Now those are elves as well. These are elves that get. So the token here tells you what type of stronghold they are. That tells you what type of troops you muster. So the Misty Mountains would still be elves. I was hoping that'd be dwarves because if I move him there, I could then muster and get us a bunch of dwarves to help us out. Let's show the tokens. Let's try to get, I'm thinking Gandalf up to this location over here as quick as possible. So if we're going to do that, we can move him here. Actually, we could go here, then to here, but I'd have to spend a cloak token to be able to do that, unfortunately. If to do it for free, let's go here, confirm. Okay, now let's travel again. He can go here now, confirm. Let's travel again to here, confirm. And we're going to spend all his actions just traveling for right now, confirm, so that we could try to protect the Dale over here. And then his next set of actions, I'm going to muster up a bunch of dwarves to be able to fight over here in this location over here. All right, so now with Frodo and Sam, we could muster that last elven troop. So, well, cancel that real quick. Let's see if they could prepare first. There's no cards in my area. We will muster. Cancel that. No, I think I'm going to just keep what I got. Let's see what I. 1, 2, 3. There's 5 cards. Yeah, let's not worry about it. Let's just leave them. End. Confirm. Now let's draw our 2 cards. Draw. Oh, hey, we got another card. We have Elrond's Foresight and the Council of Elrond. Move any number of characters to Rivendell. You may not bring troops with you. Do not roll a search. One player with a character in Rivendell may then pass one symbol token to another character with a solo game. Okay, 1 card for free instead of it does not need to match your region. Okay, so that works a little bit better. So it says one player with a character in Rivendell may then pass 1 symbol token to another player with a character there. But the fact that I'm playing solo, it says you could do prepare. You can prepare 1 card for free. It doesn't have to match my region. That's actually pretty cool. Let's draw shadow cards. Okay, and I might move Legolas up there. Only because actually I might move Pippin and Merry. They'll be the next ones I do. All right, select the Nazgul to move to Frodo. Oh, okay, so the eye is in Frodo's region now. Okay, I see. So that moved the eye to me. Let's move this one out to free up that whole region, and then that will come from there. All right, let's draw our last shadow card. And looks like, shoot. Okay, so 2 dice are going to be rolled in this region, and that could possibly make us lose hope. Let's see what happens. We will lose 1. Now I could spend a heart because Sam has an ability. Whenever a search is rolled, you may spend a heart to ignore the same number. So if I wanted to, I could spend a heart to ignore that. I think we will. So there's no sense in me allowing it to happen. So let's just spend this one right here in the deal. Okay. All right. So don't reroll. And then we're safe there. So we will not lose any hope. Let's play with Pippin and Merry. Now, let's use that action card for the Council of Elrond. So let's use Play Event. And it was this one, right? Yes. So we want to move Pippin and Merry. And we want to use them to go over here as well. We need some troops over there. And no more. We don't need no more. So we're good. Choose a card to prepare. I want to prepare. Let's see. I think this one will be good right here. So confirm. All right. All right. You know, I should have actually moved. You know what? Let's undo all that. Undo. And I want to show you why. We should have actually chosen Frodo and Sam to move up there. And I'm going to show you why. So we're going to play as Frodo and Sam. We will do Play Event, the Council of Elrond. We're going to move Frodo and Sam up there. Because they have the ability on their card that whenever you do a prepare, you gain a heart token. So he's in a haven. He's going to do a prepare. So it makes sense that he'll do that. Select a character to move to Rivendell. Oh, no more. I don't want to move. No more. We're good. And then we're going to prepare our card. We will choose that one again. And then that's also going to give me a heart as well. So confirm. And we should get a heart token as well. I assume we did. Discard one card to get a token. And then, okay. Well, it should have at least. All right. Select one action. Prepare. Show my hand. There's none that I can do here anymore. But it did get me out of the Eye of Sauron without having to do anything, so that was good. So cancel that. Let's muster this last elf. Let's show my hand to be able to do that. We'll do this one, confirm. Okay, and now Merry and Pippin are going to go, and they're down here. Okay, so let's see. They are going to... they're kind of stuck down here. Why don't we move? We could get some of these elven troops out and then come back down and start fighting this army. So let's, you know what? In fact, confirm. Let's travel again. We're gonna go back down here. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll take 4 at all, and confirm travel. And now we're gonna attack in this location with 3 dice. We need to get rid of all of these orcs here, and then we can complete that other objective. That I will lose 3 and he's going to lose 3. So don't re-roll. Okay. It wants me to select the 3 I want to lose. I don't know, the green one. Okay. Confirm. And now I can attack one more time. He's got 2 troops still there. Let's attack again. It's my 3 against his 2. Let's roll 3 dice to make sure we get him, because if we do, that second objective is complete. And 1, 2. Got them all. Okay, so don't re-roll. And now second objective will be complete. Confirm. And that'll be right here. Saruman, your staff is broken. The current player may gain a ring token from the supply. That's what I got for that. So that's 2 down. All right. Do I want to play this other event? Yeah, let's play it. Let's see what we got here. All right, it's going to put 4 cards up here. I can choose one to take, and then I can put the other ones back in any order. I'm not worried about these. Let's see, where are they located? 2 in Mirkwood. That's kind of nice. And he is in Mirkwood, but he's not going to be moving or doing anything for a while. I'd have to get through 2 other characters. So let's take this one right here. Take. And then, yes, that'll be just fine. I'm done. Okay. All right, so let's draw our 2 cards, and we're going to draw 2 of those that we had just saw. Okay, let's draw 2 shadow cards. Okay, so troops are going to start moving again. Let's see where they go. Oh, I'm sorry, it's the bottom. It's it's Sauron. So if you're familiar with the books, you would know that Sauron and Saruman are 2 different characters, obviously. And even though they're both bad guys, and it seems like Saruman is working to try to help Sauron, but really he's not. He is after his own objectives, if you notice. He wants the ring for himself. He just pretends that he's trying to help Saruman. So I always like to think the top card is Saruman trying to move his troops around to get the ring, and the bottom card is Sauron trying to find the ring and send the Nazgul to get the ring for him. So that's if you wanted to look at that, but they're all bad, no matter what to us. But in the books, if you read it, I've read the books a couple of times now, you would know that Saruman definitely was not really working in league with Sauron. He wanted it for his own. All right, our last objective is we need 3 Gondorian, and 2 Elven troops in North Athelion. That's all we have to do is get them there. So that is located right here. So we need to sweep down, grab these Gondor troops, and get to this location. All right, so let's play as Eowyn. And let's just get going, man. So let's travel. Let's grab these boys. That's fine. Add them all. Confirm. And now we are going to travel again back to here. And we will add all. Confirm. We have our 2 elf troops. We want to keep those. Travel. We want to go to here. And we will take Legolas and Pippin and Merry. We're going to take these 2 guys. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to leave 2 Rohirrian troops here just to protect this haven, just to be safe. Okay, so confirm. Okay, now let's travel again to here, and we're going to take at all. Okay, and then confirm. And then we forgot to take Pippin and Merry, but that's fine. Okay, so we want to move Frodo the hell out of here, don't we? So yes, we do. Let's travel, and let's get him out of this location. We're going to leave that troop, so confirm. And we do have to spend one of those cloaks because we are traveling just between locations there. That's the only reason. Not because of a search or anything. It's because we're that between those 2 locations, it requires a cloak. Let's draw our cards. Sky darkens. All right, so threat's going to increase again. That's bad. He's going to add more cards to the our more shadow troops up here. The discard pile is going to get shuffled in, and now we're going to draw 3 darkness cards instead of just 2. It's getting hot. It's getting hot. We got to hurry up and get this last objective done as fast as we can. All right, so let's draw a card. All right, so we are going to be basically just sending Nazgul from to the Eye location. And that is exactly where Frodo is, unfortunately. So let's move again. We're moving troops. It looks like they're moving up through here and around. So it's this group here. So that's a big group of 4 that we'll have to worry about. Moving troops again. From here, they're going through this location. And they all just move one spot. All right, they're kind of far away. I'm not sweating them. All right, so let's play as Legolas. Let's get our Walk Silently token. And we're going to travel. And I forgot to move these guys with... goodness. Yeah, let's add them all. Let's add these troops with us. Confirm. Excuse me. Travel. Add all. Confirm. And we're going to travel to here. Add all. Confirm. Okay. And now we are going to, with Frodo and Sam, get them the crap out of this location. So we're going to move them over here to Mirkwood. Confirm, because we do not want them to be in the same region with the Eye. All right, how many cards? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. So we will not have to get rid of anything. So draw our 2. Gifts from the elves. Select any one symbol token from the supply and give it to any player. Let's play that event. Gifts from the elves. And we want... I'm thinking because we're going to play as Gandalf next, we could muster up a bunch of dwarfs if we wanted to. Let's get a heart. Confirm. So he can muster with them. All right, so draw our 3 shadow cards. Let's draw 1. We're doing the bottom part of the card. It does look like we are going to deploy more Nazgul to the Eye, which is fine, so we got Frodo the crap out of there. So we have to choose which ones. We'll choose you, and then we'll choose you, and then one will come from here. I don't know why it gave me a choice. Just because, I mean, no matter what, it's going to be one of each. Because once there's equals, you get to choose. We're going to have a battle up here. So right here, this one dwarf is going to have to fight. So it's a good thing I'm moving Gandalf here because we have got to muster up some dwarfs to be able to take care of this army here. And basically, they just killed each other. It's not a haven, so, but we still don't want them troops to be able to make it up here. All right, so he's just going to add a bunch of troops here in Mordor. No big deal. We still have 8 troops in supply for that, so it's not a major issue. So, all right, let's move. All right, let's use Gandalf. He is going to travel to this location here. He's going to take him, confirm, and now let's muster up some troops. And we will spend, show my hand. I'll spend 1 from my hand, confirm. And he mustered up 2. We got 5 left. Let's muster again. We'll spend a token, confirm. Okay, perfect. And he's got 1 more action, so let's use our last token, confirm. We'll spend another token. And that's going to give us a lot of dwarfs now up here that we can start marching down and hopefully defeat them with. Let's travel with... Yeah, okay, we're not going to confirm. And we're going to go up there and put them in that haven. So, all right, let's see what happens. Let's reinforce Dunland. Move to Nazgul. So we already drew our 2 cards. Okay. And on our next turn, we want to try to get this group over here to North Athelion. Boy, a lot of stuff just happened. I must have drawn. Did I draw another Darkness Spread card? Because that was a lot of stuff just happening right there. All right, select the Nazgul to move. We're going to move you out of here. And then we will move you out of here. Okay. It's another one. Advanced Moria, so they're going to be troops marching here. All right, play as Pippin and Merry. All right, so we want to now travel to North Athelion, and we need 1 more Gondorian troop. So let's cancel that real quick. Let's muster first. Crap! I screwed myself over. I need 1 more Gondorian troop. All right, fine, cancel. We're going to travel. Can I get over to here real quick? Let's zoom in on the board to see if I can. Oh, I need to travel down and get these troops right here. I really screwed myself over. I thought I had 3. Because I need 3 Gondor troops here. Let's close that. So maybe what we'll do, let's get the rest of the troops over there. So let's cancel that. Let's travel to here. Okay, let's take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You, and you. Confirm. And now we're going to travel again up to here, and we're going to just clear out North Athelion at least. Confirm. And then we're going to fight. So let's attack with just 1 die. And let's try to kill this 1 guy here. Which we do. Don't re-roll. Okay, North Athelion is freed up. I'm just missing 1 Gondor troop. That is all that's happening here. Oh my god, I forgot. I could have done this. That was dumb. Well, we'll just grab it now. I forgot that they could do that, and they could have mustered up that troop that they needed. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. Can they prepare? Yes, we can. Let's use this one here. Confirm. And we're going to end up losing a card, unfortunately, because we have too many. So we have to discard 1. Well, I want to keep all these. I think we'll probably get rid of one of these cards here. No, let's not do that. Do I have rings? I have 2 rings already. We're going to need 5 rings to be able to destroy the rings. So let's get rid of that right there. All right. Let's draw our 3 shadow cards. All right. So more troops are going to be moving. This group here is going to fight this group here. We better not lose that battle. I think we'll lose that haven. Otherwise, that is a haven. It is. It looks like it. Well, battle's happening, and unfortunately, I only lost 1. Oh, good. Confirm. Okay, so I did not lose that battle, and he lost 2. So that's fine. So draw another shadow card. He's moving through here. So it looks like I'm going to get guys on North Athelion again, and we're going to fight immediately. So that's good. I mean, at least we're going to fight immediately. I would lose 1, possibly 2. Yeah, because this says remove 1 friendly troop, ignore this if I'm on a haven. I don't think that's a haven, so it's not. And it just, do I want to don't reroll. I'll just lose the 2. I can lose the 2 because I can lose. That's why I brought so many of these brown troops, because I only need 2 of them to keep. Yeah. Okay. Let's draw 1 more. Okay, so it's the bottom, so it's going to just put more troops out here. Okay. So our hope is all the way up as high as it can go still, which is great. But we have got to accomplish this objective here as fast as we can. So, Eowyn, I need you to muster. We're going to spend, confirm our last Gondor troop. Okay. And we do have more hearts. Let's travel to here. We are going to take at all and confirm. And then we're going to travel again to here, at all, confirm. And now we're going to fight right here and attack. He's got 4, so I'm not going to be able to beat him in one turn. But let's roll 3 and see if we can at least kill 3 of them. Actually, I could still do it with my cloak. So he will lose 3. Don't re-roll. I'll lose 2, but I can lose the 2. That's why I brought extra with me. These are all important. I can lose you and you. Confirm. Now watch. We're going to do this with Legolas. Okay, we're going to use our sure shot to remove this last troop. Show my hand from here. Confirm. And that should be it, right? That should finish that, right? A character spins. Oh, I have to spin an action. I don't have any actions left. Crap. Okay, well, it will be Legolas's turn. He is there. Hopefully no troops move there. And if they don't, then I'll be okay. All right, so let's travel to this. Confirm. Okay. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to lose a card again, which I hate losing cards, man. Let's draw. Maybe I'll get an event. I did not. So I have to get rid of 1. How many rings do I have? I got to keep my rings. Let's get rid of 1 of these. We don't need all these. We'll get rid of the Dale. We can actually do on our next turn. Prepare with that. So let's get rid of this one right here. Confirm. Okay, let's see what happens. Draw shadow card. Oh boy, this is bad. Okay, so either I remove 2 friendly troops from the board, I have to lose 1 hope, or I have to discard 2 cards. I'm all the way full on hope, so I'm okay with that. We'll lose 1 hope. Confirm. All right, draw another shadow card. It's going to be troops moving from Eisenard, but there are no troops in Eisenard because I took over Eisenard. Thank you very much. Draw another. All right, so we're doing the bottom part. It does say that shift the eye to Frodo's region, which will go up here now. And if he was there already, he would have done a search, but he's not going to. So we actually did well. Legolas, let's objective challenge Sauron. So we are done with this one now. Perfect. We just got to destroy the ring. All right, so let's take a look at this real quick. All other objectives must be completed. We're done. As an action, Frodo spends 5 rings at Mount Doom and then survives the final search roll, adding 1 die for each missing hope. Right now, there'd only be 1. Roll 7 dice maximum. Example, if only 3 hope remain on the track, roll 5 additional dice on the search. Sauron is defeated and everyone wins the game when completed. Okay, so now it's a matter of just getting down to Mount Doom. It just says Mordor, but I assume it's a Mount Doom that we need to be at, which would be right here. But regardless, we are done here. So let's clear a path for him. How's that sound, guys? Let's see. Legolas, we will gain a Walk Silently token. We will now travel to right here. And we will add all, confirm, and we're going to fight this big group. Oh, God, no. Actually, we need 4 cloaks to do that. Cancel that. Yeah, there's 4 cloaks right there. Jesus, that would be terrible. Let's just stay right there with them. Let's travel here, and let's take care of these guys. Let's take you, and you, and confirm, and then we will fight. Oh, I need to spin a ring to do that, to move up to there. Let's not do that either. Well, let's travel him back down to here then, and we will take 1, 2, 3, 4, confirm, and then we're going to go back to here. So let's travel again, and I want to get rid of this group here. And we will add all, confirm. Good enough. All right, so Frodo and Sam can prepare while they're up here. Let's show my hand. Sorry. And right here, confirm, and that actually gives us a heart as well for doing that. So, all right, let's draw our cards. I believe we're going to have to get rid of a card again. You need to discard 1. Let's, I think we'll be okay. We could probably get rid of that cloak. We got 3. Let's keep it for now. We need our rings. Don't get rid of the rings because we have 5 exact. We could probably get rid of this. Confirm. Okay. All right. Now, let's draw our darkness cards. Draw 1. All right. So there's 1 troop here. So they are going to move along this. He's going to add, actually. It's the bottom. I'm so sorry. So we're going to deploy 3 down here to the eye. Okay, reinforce Moria. Again, Move 2 Nazgul closer to Frodo. So I'm going to have to possibly choose 1, 2. There we go. All right, and we're doing troops this time. They're going to advance. Uh-oh. Did I just lose that? I just lost that. Yeah, that sucks. And then he can move up to there next. That's bad. So let's place Gandalf. All right, Gandalf. There's only 1 dwarf left here, so I don't want to use that muster. Can he prepare? No. Cancel. Is there any other place I could prepare? I'm tired of having to discard cards. If he can move fast over to here, that'd be great, but he's not going to be able to do that. No, there's really nothing we can do, so why don't we just do this? Travel, and let's bring the fight to them. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And it will not hurt me to move Frodo, so let's take him with us. Confirm, and we are going to... it says prevents a search. I did not see the eye. It's down here, I thought. Is there a ring wraith? Possibly a ring wraith? Yeah, let's just spin. Show my hand. We'll spin that right there. Confirm. Okay. Now, it's because I moved him onto a spot where there are orcs and wildlings. So let's attack this group here. Let's roll 3. The battle in Lake Town. Hey, you know where Lake Town was? That's where wouldn't Lake Town be where the Hobbit took place? We will not reroll that. Don't reroll that. That's 3 of his dead. And then we're going to attack again. And we do have the eye there now. Confirm. And how many actions we got left? 2. Let's attack again. And he's only got 2. Let's roll 3 to confirm that we'll get them all. We got 2. And that's good enough. Let's not reroll. That's good. That'll kill the rest of his. And then they're all gone. And then I'm going to lose 3, though. Hardy little dwarfs. All right, so we could travel again. Let's do it. And it is going to cost me another token, unfortunately, to do this. But I'm going to get out of this region because the Eye of Sauron is there. But I am moving into a spot where there's an orc, which means I'll have to spin a cloak, or I would end up losing a hope. We don't want to do that now. Select an action for Frodo and Sam. They can attack this one. Ooh, actually cancel that because it'll move the Eye of Sauron. We could travel, but it would be to here. Man, it's hard to tell, like, how to get... So, it's going to take a lot of cloaks to get into Mordor. So I got to be careful on how I'm spinning these, unfortunately. If I go here, then here, here, here. Yeah, because it takes 2 cloaks to get through here. 4 cloaks to here, then more cloaks to here. I'm trying to see, like, they look close. So I'd have to, if I can get to just right here, or I go all the way down to here and then move past into here, which is going to take a while to do, but not impossible. So let's travel to here and add all. Confirm. Oh, cancel that. Cancel that. That's going to leave that one. Actually, yeah, we're fine. We're fine. Travel to here and add all. Yes. Confirm. Okay. All right. There is a ring right there, so I'd have to roll for a search. Let's roll for it. That's fine. I'll use a heart to ignore it. Confirm. There we go. All right. Don't reroll. Okay. And then we're going to have to get rid... sky's darkening again. Dude. Okay, this is getting hot. I mean, we're at the final goal here, though, so there's a chance that we could still pull this off. How many cards do we still have in our deck? 20. Yes, we could definitely still pull this off. We just got to get Frodo down here as fast as we can and get him across into Mordor so that he can destroy this ring. We have everything we need to be able to do it at this stage. We want to keep hearts. We want a bunch of hearts when we move into there and do it. And we got to make sure we don't lose any more strongholds too. That's the thing. So select one Nazgul to move to Frodo. We will use you. I want to get these out of here. Let's move it to there. Okay. All right, so reinforce Rohan. Deploy 3 Nazgul to the eye. Okay. Draw 1 more shadow card. And we are just reinforced Rohan. There are still 10 of them there, so I'm not too worried. All right, so we need to just get Frodo moving as fast as we can. Oh my god. Because of all these Nazgul here, he rolled for that. So this is a hope loss. This is a hope loss. This here, actually, if a Nazguls are present, move 1 to Mordor. If Frodo is in Mordor, there's no effect. So basically, just one of these Nazgul will leave. But that is, and I'm not on a Haven, right? I'm not. So that's 3 hope loss if I don't spend at least a heart. So let's spend 1 heart. Spend a token. Confirm. I'm going to make that a blank. So it's still 2 hope loss. Unless I spend a ring, which we can do it. I think we can afford it on this one here. Show my hand. We will spend this one. Confirm. Another reroll. Good. It's another blank. And I don't want to spend any more rings, so don't reroll. We'll just lose 1 hope. 1, 2, 3. If I lose another Haven, though, I am going to lose the game. So I didn't think about that. That's not good. All right, Pippin and Merry here. We can run up, grab Frodo. Damn it. I got so many troops around here. And I got to just get him down to roughly here as quick as I can. It's just so many troops are around. And it's making it difficult to navigate. Let's... All right, play with Frodo and Sam. We're going to travel down to here. We will add all. And confirm travel. I'm going to have to spend a cloak, unfortunately. Show my hand. Confirm. Okay. And now Merry and Pippin are going to travel to here. Confirm travel. And now we want to try to, we want our loyalty friend thing, our heart. Let's travel again to here. We're not going to worry about attacking at all. Confirm. Because we just want to get Frodo down here as quick as we can. There is Nazgul here, so I'm going to have to spend a cloak. It's fine. Spend 1. Spend your token. Cool. Confirm. If I travel again and move him again, I'm going to have to spend another fucking cloak because of this guy. Okay. Merry and Pippin, can we just... Well, I could get that Nazgul out, but I'm not going to be able to... Because they could have done distract and moved the Nazgul up to their location. I should have thought about that, but that's okay. Let's just end our turn right here. That's good enough. Confirm. Okay. Draw our cards. All right. So draw shadow card. We're moving troops. Uh-oh. Oh, God. This is getting so bad. I have got to hurry up and get them into Mordor. Oh, this is going to be it. Because I only got 3 hope. I need to be able to increase hope. Oh my God, so many troops have moved. This is ridiculous. So that's going to be a battle right here. Okay, if I spend, let's spend Light and Flame. And we can change, actually cancel that. We don't need to. Don't reroll. We'll just lose the 1 troop in that battle. We'll just lose you. That's okay. Confirm. Oh, if I had enough cloaks, I could move him in right now, but I can't. If I move him down to here, I'm going to lose a hope. And I still need 1 more cloak, which I'll get when it's Legolas's turn. I got to get rid of this Nazgul. I know how to get rid of that Nazgul. We're going to attack right here. We're going to roll 3, and we need to roll that Nazgul symbol because she actually can send them back to Mordor if I roll it. I did not. Don't re-roll. Let's just get rid of the troops. That's fine. I got to get rid of 2. Okay, confirm. Now... Okay, she's got 3 left. Let's travel. The eye is down here too. I can't go through here because I don't have enough cloaks. Doesn't say. It just says you have to be in Mordor. Oh, yeah, you have to be at Mount Doom. Okay. So I have to get right to here. That's if I go this direction, it takes 2, 3, 4, 5 cloaks. If I go this direction, that's a lot more. Actually, it would be 4, 5. No matter what, I need 5 total cloaks. Jesus, that's a lot. How many cards are left in the deck? 18? I got to make sure I don't spend any more cloaks at all. I need to get Frodo to a spot where he's not going to get searched, and I can't. I'm stuck here at the moment. Cancel. Oh, Jesus. I am so stuck. So, okay, let's do this. Travel. Let's do this. I got an idea. We'll travel to here. We will leave Frodo and Sam, Merry and Pippin and Gandalf. Let's take 3 troops with us. Confirm. And now we'll fight here to move the Eye of Sauron away at least. Attack. And we will roll 2 dice. Okay. Don't re-roll. That's a 1-1 loss. And that's going to move the eye there now. Let's attack again. And we'll just roll 1. This is bad. Don't re-roll. I'm not worried about it. Lose that. Okay. Confirm. I was hoping to get rid of that troop, and that could have moved. Okay, so I don't want to travel with them. We're just going to end our turn. Confirm. Oh, God. Draw cards. None of this is good right now. Okay, so let's get rid of this one and this one. Confirm. I might lose right here, guys, if they move right here. All right, he's adding troops down here. I just need cloaks. I'm not getting cloaks to be able to move Frodo and Sam. I'll draw another one. Of course, the eye pops back up over here now. Again, 2. Okay. Draw another one. So he's just going to reinforce Moria. Deploy the Nazgul to the eye, which another one's going to come here. Okay. That's a lot. Oh, shoot. That's so many. I have got to get Frodo and Sam out of here. Bad. Fast. Okay, so here, let's go ahead and walk silently to grab our token. We are going to travel. And I wanted to try to get down to here to be able to fight them 1, 2, 3, but I'm not going to be able to. Because I wanted to fight and try to lure away those Nazgul. Cancel that real quick. Prepare. There's no cards that I can do that with. Don't want to muster. Travel. Let's go. Fudge. Let's go here. Add all. That's fine. Actually, cancel that. Travel to here. Just add 2. Confirm. Let's travel to here. Add 2. Confirm. Let's travel to here. Let's add 2, 3. Confirm. And we're going to, we don't want to do that. Travel to here. I've got to get out of there. Confirm. And I'm just going to have to roll a search. I'm going to have to just try to get lucky. No, I don't want to put on the ring. Confirm. I'm going to lose a hope. There's just no way around it. Okay, draw our cards. We're not getting any cloaks, guys. I feel like I've ran out of all my cloaks, unfortunately. All right, how many rings we got? More than enough, so we can get rid of a ring. And then we can get rid of one of these. Confirm. This is probably, darn it. Yeah, I need to get more cloaks. Draw a card. I don't want to lose my hope. I will discard 2 more cards, so we'll do doubt. And we will get rid of, it'll be me. We'll get rid of these 2 here. Confirm. Okay, that was 1 card. Draw next shadow card. We will move, or actually he's adding troops to here. Okay. Deploy 3 Nazgul to the eye, which is going to go up here, which is good. This is what I wanted. I want to get these Nazgul out of this location so I can move Frodo back down. Isengard there, so nothing's happening. Oh, wait a minute. I just lost the stronghold. Dang, I didn't see that group right there. I'm going to lose that right there because they're going to take over this haven. That's it. Defeat. All hope is lost. All hope is lost. Hey, you know what? It was a very close game, though, right? And it is pretty difficult. I mean, let's just be honest. I mean, it's not an easy one to win at. It seems like you're going good and everything's going your way. Then all of a sudden, everything just goes to crap. But it's fun, you know. I like it quite a bit, actually. You know, I played the Clone Wars one. I own that one. I've played the World of Warcraft. I played regular Pandemic. The Clone Wars so far was my favorite out of all those. But it's not very challenging. It's kind of easy to play. This one's way more difficult. Way more difficult. You've got so many things to manage, and that makes it such a challenge and so enjoyable. Digitally, it plays fantastic. Love it. But this is a limited time that it's going to be on here, like maybe 6 months or so. So once the physical copy comes out, I'm going to have to own it. I'm a huge Lord of the Rings fan. I think the Pandemic system's fantastic. This is a must-buy for me for this year. It's my top game of the year, I think, and I'm not going to miss it. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Even though we lost, we didn't destroy the ring. Things aren't bad. It's rainy here, but nothing else. I don't see any orcs running around in my backyard yet. They may be on their way. Let's hope not, though. Click like, subscribe, look for more videos in the future, and thank you for watching. Bye-bye.